Fish are pretty dumb, right? Wrong. Fish are actually pretty intelligent. They can definitely tell I'm here. They can feel, they can sense all sorts of different things. So let's talk about that today. I'm Eric, this is the Tye-Dyed iguana. We're gonna talk about how smart fish actually are. So today, we're also gonna answer that question, if your fish are gonna miss you if you aren't there. I'm sure you guys have heard of people being called like a brain of a goldfish, that they forget things really quick, but they've actually found out that goldfish and other fish, mind you, do remember a lot of things. They can notice where a hole in a net is so that they can escape. They can also have some of the Pavlovian tendencies where they'll learn where you're feeding, how they're feeding. And honestly, they've even been known to be a little bit smarter than rats in that case. That brings us to, do fish actually have feelings? Can they feel anything? Obviously, fish can feel hungry. So you can notice that in your tank. They know what to do when they're hungry. They know where to go when they're hungry because they watch you do that all the time. They notice that food coming in and they get accustomed to it. So if you see a fish hungry and you're walking by, he's gonna be up there at the top kind of begging for food. So then, does your fish actually recognize you? They've definitely found that people walking into a room triggers a response from them. They've also seen that fish can recognize other fish and learn to either avoid them or go to them. And they've even seen that if a fish is with another fish and it dies, it can experience sadness. So that brings us to, do they actually recognize you? Some fish definitely can, while others may be a little bit different. But there's a lot of fish keepers who have noticed that fish will act differently depending on who's coming in the room. I've definitely seen it here when we have people who only wear one color of shirt. Every time that they're feeding, those fish definitely know it. But if somebody else is trying to feed on a different day, not wearing the same color of shirt, they definitely don't seem as excited. So I do know they definitely recognize colors, and they may just recognize faces as well, but that's something we can't really get into their brain and figure out. So let's answer the question. Are your fish gonna miss you when you're gone? Maybe. It's hard to say directly if they will, but they do have a lot of emotions, it seems like, when they are in the tank and you aren't there, if a neighbor's taking care of them. So if you wanna find out if your fish misses you, try feeding it in the same way. Try, seeing it the same time every day. It's definitely gonna recognize you. And then see if somebody else takes care of it, how it reacts. That's gonna be it for us, guys. Definitely subscribe at the bottom, like the video, and we'll see you guys next time.